Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and this is Unreal World, and we are back with our Stranded Island playthrough. So we are here on an island, as you can see, out in the middle of the ocean. If I zoom in a little bit, yes, you'll see our red dot surrounded by water. We did make our way down the archipelago here. So we started roughly in this area where you see the quest marker, and I'll get to what that is here shortly. But we worked our way down here. There's an X here because we left some boards behind that a companion of ours has made for us. And we came all the way down here. There's a little bitty tiny land bridge. And I was able to find some nice flat hunting ground. So very important for the playthrough that we have an area of the map where we can look about. As you see, there's some flat marshland here, and yes, there happens to be our companion right there. So if we zoom back in, he's right next to us. So this guy is actually a quest due. That's what the marker came from, and we encountered him early. It was pretty fortuitous because not only has he helped us kill an elk, in fact, he did all the work. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of meat and an elk skin now, thanks to him, but he's also knocking down trees and making boards for me and stuff. And unfortunately, for him at least, we're not going to be able to help him out at all. And I knew that going into it. What he wants, oh, look, he's going to talk to us. If you don't take me where I wanted within a few days, I'll have to continue on my own. So he asked us to take him to a village nearby. And we agreed, thinking, sure, we can help this man. But the problem is, I know there's no villages on this island. So he's out of luck no matter what. Here we go, though. I'm going to take full advantage of him while he's here. And he did say he's here for a few more days. So that's actually pretty nice. Let's go ahead and eat. We do have some roasted elk cut. As you can see, I've got 168 raw cuts too on me. And honestly, I kind of need to drop those. I think I'm going to actually roast another handful because I don't want to run out of food right away. So roasting them will make it available to us right now. But in the meantime, we need to find some cordage. I need to get some small saplings in my hands so I can start making cords out of them. I don't see any though. I might have to zoom out just so I can spot the forest a little bit better. And wow, so this kind of forest, oh, I see one. I was going to say it doesn't have a lot. Typically you see these little saplings right here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This kind right here in front of me. You can walk over the top of them. They're so small, but this is what I need for cordage. There's one. That'll make, I think, like 4 pieces, and there's just not a lot of them. Wow. They're much more plentiful in a true spruce forest, so we'll have to probably scout. I might have to go to some neighboring tiles, but first things first. Oh my gosh, there's actual cliffs here, aren't there? Yeah, I want to make sure this meat doesn't overcook. All right, and let's go ahead and see if we can make a bit of that cordage right now. So I've got the spruce white. Okay, it makes 2 pieces, which is not a lot. There it is. I will make that. Took a few minutes. Let's see if our meat is done. Yep. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It says it'll be finished shortly. So what we can do now is I'm going to step over here to the edge of the shelter, and I'm going to go ahead and dry some of the meat with that cordage we got. Just, oh, I don't think I'll have enough. No, no, no. Damn. All right, tell you what. Let me go get some more cordage. I'm going to drop some of the stuff here. I'm going to drop the, where is it? The bones. Yeah, I don't need the bones. I'm going to get rid of those. Also, I'm going to step over here. Oh boy, it's hard to see, but I think this is the location where there's no water. Hold on, let me see. Or no ice. Now, see, I fell in the ice earlier, so I'm a little nervous about moving around here, but there's a tiny little lake right here, a little pond, and I just don't want to stand on it. So let's go ahead and take care of this skin, too, while I've got the time. There we go. This is going to further delay our drying of the meat, which is bad, but it's so cold right now. I think we can push it a little bit more. And getting this skin, or the fur, actually completed is going to be a pretty big deal for us here. Oh, no. Oh, I let the meat overcook. See? So there you go. It's spoiled on me. That was a stupid move. Let's talk to this guy real quick. I don't know what I was thinking there. Like cleaning that fur took hours, so, well, that's okay. We wasted a bit of meat there. It's a sad, sad thing. Go fell some more trees, buddy. All right, I'm going to keep him working. And this time, let's see. I was going to say I have to cook some more of that meat. Unfortunately, it's annoying that I wasted it, but that doesn't mean that I don't need to go ahead and cook more. So we still got a bunch. Oh, wait, I'm trying to dry it. Roast. There we go. All right, so I'll just have to get rid of the spoiled stuff. Let me drop that. Yeah, I don't really want to keep that with me. I'm going to push it into the fire. There we go. Burn that up a little bit. Is he done working or what's going on here? Why don't you split some boards or split some logs into boards for me, buddy? All right, that'll take him like 2 days. No, it takes like a couple days if you have a stone axe. He has a decent little axe on him. Initially I was kind of hoping he would die, but he's been so helpful now that I kind of hope he lives. I know. It's a cruel world out there. I can't help it if I wanted to get all his tools and his clothing so that we can survive. That was the initial intention. In fact, we sent him after a bear the first hunt, but he didn't manage to catch up with it. But man, you should have seen it. If you guys missed the last episode, go back and check that out because this dude meleeed a full-grown elk in like 4 hits and killed it. It was amazing. I didn't even think he was going to do it, but he pulled it off. That's where we've got this food from. So anyway, enough talking. Let me go out and get some more cordage here, and we're going to finally get this thing processed. Okay, well, we're doing okay. I've got about half of the animal finished here. This guy is standing on top of the fir, so I'm going to keep ordering him to fell a bunch of trees. It's good. Okay, so this thing won't be ready till the morning. All right, I did get some more cordage, though, so we can start to dry. Oh, see, it still hasn't even gone stale yet, so that's pretty impressive. Oh, my gosh. I still need more cordage. All right, let's repeat that process, but this time I'm going to just do 25, half the stack. Let's see if I have enough. There we go. Okay, barely got enough cordage there for that. But I tell you what, in this little patch of forest here, there just are not that many saplings. We really need to find a spruce forest. This pine forest here is great for hunting because you can see it's pretty sparse, but in terms of the little bitty saplings, there just aren't many. So I might actually have to leave this current spot and go to another part of the map. Hopefully it's not too far away and find a spruce forest. We're going to do that in the morning though. So let's see here. Let's zoom back in. I'm going to go up and let's go ahead and eat. We got a little food here. Tasty cuts. Man, there's still a bunch of it left though. All right, let's see. Not quite yet ready yet. It says morning. We're in early morning. So let's go ahead and step out to the world map. Okay, now I can tell just by looking at the forest right here that this is the type we want here. This is the spruce forest. Yeah, perfect. In fact, I see a sapling right here next to me. There's 2. Yeah, so they are just not that common in the pine forest, which is interesting. Far more. Look, there's a 3rd one. So this is exactly what I need. Few of these, but I can't spend all day here because I have a feeling the meat we've got is starting to get a little stale. So I'm going to grab a few more of these. Our companion's looking around like, is this the village? Is this what he thinks is a village? He's obsessed trying to get away, but we've got him. He's stuck with us for a few more days. All right, this isn't going to take me long at all. Luckily, cutting down saplings only takes a minute or 2. Okay, well, there we go. We made it back before morning. It's still early morning, so that skin is not even ready yet, but I'm going to go ahead and tell this guy to quit hanging around and go fell some more trees. It's so nice that we actually found a guy with an axe instead of a bow and arrow. It would have been better if he had both, but still, nonetheless, I'm very happy with our friend here. He's not going to be with us too much longer, I think. But anyway, we've got drying to do. I've already made the cordage up, so let's get this done. 14 4-foot sections. Hopefully that's enough to finish this off. Oh, we're getting chilly. Oh, look, I'm hungry. It's your duty to provide me with enough food. If we don't get to where I want within a few 2 days, I think I can continue on my own. 2 more days. He wants me to feed him, though. I don't know about that, bro. We might have to go on another little hunt. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad idea. Let me get the last of this meat finished, but we really need to start a fire here. I've got this log. Yes. There's also some... Yeah, there we go. So that's good. Let's get this... skin finished. We've got, okay, one more stage now, so I can't forget it's sitting in this shelter here. The rinsed one will be ready within a few hours or whatever. Let's see if I've got enough. I'm going to try and get him to go work. Get away from me, dude. I know you're hungry. But we're going to see if we can't finish off this meat with the cordage I've got. Hopefully I've got enough. There it is. We did it. Okay. So I need to go and get a lot more saplings before we try and get another big animal. And I don't know. I've got two birch ones here. We got a sapling as well. I mean, honestly, I think I am going to go hunting. I take everything back I just said because we've got our guy here, the melee killer. So honestly, I think it's probably our best bet is to bring him along with us and see if we can't locate some wolves or even better, another big elk. So let me see. What have I got on me? All right, I'm pretty bare bones here. All the meat is being processed. The skin won't be ready for a while, so we've got a full day here to go traipse about. Let's zoom out so we can get a good view of the area, and hopefully something interesting pops up. Now, in the first couple episodes, we discovered that this island is full of wolves. I encountered wolves like 3 times. But oh, that bird's in the sky. Unfortunately, I was hoping he'd be on nesting on the ground. But the wolves, we didn't tangle with them. They're very deadly in this game. I was hoping maybe we could encounter one and send our little companion here after him. But it didn't work out. Let's move over here real quick. Okay, so far I don't see any wildlife except for that bird, but we're still getting kind of a feel for our surroundings. This is really the first time we've been able to come out and just kind of hunt around here. Man, it's going to get real cold real quick, but you know what? That elk fur that we've got is such a huge advantage, man. I wish I had had that in my last playthrough, but it took me forever to get my first big kill. Well, that's not entirely true, but certainly wasn't as quick as this time around. This companion, dude, he's something else. Well, as you can see, it's just a lot of covering the same territory, unfortunately, and there's just nothing there. I like that we set up our shelter here on the mountain though. Gives me a nice vantage point. But well, so let's see. Is the skin ready yet? No, it says it won't be ready till late evening down here. So this is why I don't like to put it on the shelter. It's super annoying trying to pick it up along with like everything else that's laying there. I always set it like just next to the water in a place by itself, but this time around I needed to stand near the fire. So anyway, I think give me a little bit more time, just be a second for you guys, and might get some more saplings and stuff collected while I wait for the skin. Okay, there it is, folks. We've got the winter elk fur completed. 21 pounds of it. Now, I could solve all my cordage problems right now and just make a bunch out of that, but it's really kind of a waste, I think, in my opinion. What sucks, though, is I do need, if I want to make some clothing now out of it, I think I'm going to need some, like, quality thin cordage, and the saplings don't work for that. So let's go into the cordage here. So, like, this leather cordage will work, but I don't have any. Maybe I'm hoping cloth will, but I don't know. I honestly think it might not, but let's try just one. Let's do one little bit of fur. We'll get ourselves a night. What did we end up with? A poor cloth cord. Okay, let's go back into that menu. Now, what does it mean to refine a cord? Fiber. Oh. So it's asking for fiber from a plant or bark fibers. You can see it, it's cut off over here, but you can see it down below in turquoise. You need 7 pounds of fiber from plant or bark. So that's a no-go. I thought maybe we could refine that poor cloth cord into something better, but well, we can still give it a try. So let's send him off to do some more work. They always annoy me when they stand right next to me like that. I just want him gone. I'm like, get away from me. So what I want to do is let's rest a little bit so we have full endurance. We are getting a little tired, but that's okay. Let's take a look at our clothing. So if I were to make anything, I should probably go for some gloves and then some legs. Yeah, so we got a rough fur shirt. Okay, I've got the fur hood, but I need something for the feet at some point. We need a lot of stuff. So let's go into our crafting menu And I don't think I've touched on this too much yet in these first few episodes, but this is a modded playthrough. It does say it on the thumbnail, but just very small and brief, very little there is mentioned. But there should be a link down in the description to the mod itself and to instructions on how to install it, because you can't use the Steam Workshop there. It's not active for this game. You have to do a manual installation, but it's not too hard. Just remember to save and back up your original game files. But it's an easy way to go. So if you do, you will successfully install it, you will see all these options open up. So if you're playing the vanilla game and you wonder where I'm getting all these different recipes from, this is it. So it's a mod compilation. So it's a bunch of different mods all assembled in one place. Very handy. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is come to this section right here, Armors of Leather and Fur. Of course, it's different in the base game, but here is where all our fur stuff is at. So let's look. What do we want to make? Let's go for those mittens first. Okay, it is asking for 3 feet of thin cordage. Let's see. Oh, good, it worked. Good, good, good. For some reason, I wasn't sure if that cloth cordage would, but it did. It did. All right, so we made some rough elk fur mittens, but I don't care. They're rough quality. It doesn't bother me in the least. At least they will cover our hands up. And let's keep going. Let's make something else here. So we're going to go, what is the hotkey? J. Okay, we've got the hood, right? Let's do a cap. Yeah, we're going to get some of the small stuff out of the way because hopefully it won't take much cordage. Oh, he's talking to us. I'm starving. This guy, I didn't know he'd want us to feed him. Well, within a day. Whatever, buddy. I'm sorry you're starving. There's drying meat right next to him, but he can't touch it. No, 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 no. We're actually getting kind of low on food ourselves. We only have 4.5 pounds left, so I'm definitely not giving any to him. But sadly, I know it's an unfair world. It's an unreal world. But let's stay focused here. We're making armor. Well, I should say fur. So don't bother me, sir. All right, let's go to the mask next. This is pretty sure, 2 foot. Yep, we got it. This is an item I'm pretty sure that comes from the mod. So let's make sure we put these on as we're crafting them. There we go. And all right, let me go to sleep real quick since we're tired. All right, break a hole in that water, take a sip, go ahead and eat. We're going to have to make some sort of bow. I think we can make what's called a spruce quick bow at some point. We'll get to that in a little bit, but let's see, weapons. Yeah, spruce quick bow. I do need a bowstring. Well, like I said, we'll worry about that shortly. Let's stay focused on our clothing for right now. So M, J. The Niska is like as far as I understand, it's like a face mask. I'm not sure, but we could make that. Let's go for something bigger now. Let's do the leggings, full leggings, because we have woolen trousers, but that's like an underpiece almost. We need something to go over the top of those, so let's do the fur. 9 feet of thin cordage, so that's eating up most of our cordage right there, but it's going to be worth it. Speaking of eating, I'm just taking bites. Not a full meal, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and wear that. Yes, look at that. That's 7.5 pounds of fur we're just putting on right there. So we're going to be a lot better protected here. No, this is what we want. Yeah, so if we look at the warmth here, looks like we need something for our chest. Our feet definitely need to switch out these leather boots and make some fur. So let's do that. Okay, there we go. So I've made myself a pair of foot wraps and footwear. So I think the wraps are kind of like socks, and then the footwear is actually something that goes on the outside. So you can see one of them's black, one of them's red, because it's asking me, what do I want to wear? We can put the foot wrap on, but not the footwear, because that conflicts with our leather boots. You can't have two like outer pieces on at the same time. So what I need to do, since we're in winter, I'm going to take off the leather boots. And now if I hit W, yes, you can see we've got 3 options to go on our feet. The foot wrap, which we originally had, now we can choose between the footwear or the boots. And of course, we're going to go with the warmer of the two. I'm probably just going to go ahead and drop the boots on the ground. If at some point I need like some leather cordage for any reason, I will actually use those boots. They're just rough quality, so I mean, we could go all summer wearing our furs too. It's not the end of the world. So we could use those now since they're rough. I'm not even worried about it. Let's go get him. Keep working, buddy. Get out of my sight. So let's see. How much do we have of fur still? We've got 5.3 pounds. It's not enough to make any cloaks or coats or anything big like that. I do have an idea. I want to bring together this cordage here. Let's see. So we should be able to... Oh, it might not be in this menu. Oh, look at that. We're going to have to go to the old school menu. That's interesting. Okay, well, to be honest, I can't find it. I'm looking for the ability to bring two ropes together because I want to bind the 1 foot to the 6 foot. It doesn't really matter. I just figured it'd be easier to craft something up, but well, I won't worry about that. Let's just go ahead and see what else we can make. Can we do a chest cover? Let's see. Oh, okay. We do have enough for that. Beautiful. There we go. We didn't even need cordage for that. We can wear it. Oh, that's huge. All right, let's put that on. Now let's check our warmth here. How we looking? Oh, yeah, we're green. What we need is something around the neck maybe, and we need a better top, like a coat. And our hands aren't great. What we really need is like some woolen mittens or something. What does this guy got on? He's got a fine linen dress on, nettle trousers, and linen undershirt. He's pretty light, dude. He's probably freezing. I'm surprised he's able to be out and stuff right now. It is pretty warm, but nonetheless, wow. Anyway, so what are we doing next? Let's see. Take a little inventory check, see what we got going on. All right, we got some rocks in case I need to throw anything. We got a little bit of cordage, but honestly, this is better for crafting than it is for cooking. And we have a tiny bit of fur left. So I think what I'm going to do is drop the cordage. Okay. Now, I do really want to rush out and grab some more saplings. And of course, that'll allow me to make even more of the basic cordage we can use for drying meat. But before this guy leaves, I think it's important that we get out here and do another round, see if we can come across something like a wolf, hopefully. I want to get this guy entangled in an actual fight and watch him again. All right, I'm just looking for anything interesting. It is midnight right now, so that's not ideal. Tell you what, let's go. I'm just worried he's going to leave at any moment. So if I come back home real quick and go to sleep. All right, now it's early morning. Come on. So the deal is he will not leave while we're on the world map. He can't interact with me like this. The only time he can do that is when we zoom in. So I could keep him indefinitely, but as soon as I zoomed in for any reason, he would immediately start talking to me. Now let's see here. Just want to look around. I don't see anything up north there. That's where we encountered the wolves. So far I haven't encountered anything more than a bird down here, but I'm not giving up for sure. Let's keep looking. The day is still young, so let me keep moving around. Oh, here we go. I zoomed back in here so I was going to make some traps and grab some stone, and he's talking to me now, so let's see what he has to say. You don't seem to be willing to escort me where I wanted. I will continue on my way. Bye for now, and take care of yourself. Oh, what a pleasant fellow. Well, he definitely served us well. He got me all these logs down, which is pretty incredible in and of itself. And of course, we basically owe him our lives because he got us that elk kill, which is amazing. But I'm sorry, buddy. He's going to be better off on his own. If he was with me for much longer, I would just lead him into his death at some point, quite literally. But so like I said, let's forget about him. He's gone now. We might encounter him again. It'll be interesting to see if we do come across that dude. But we've got a whole bunch of air. What is this? Oh, okay. It's just a day-old squirrel tracks. It's hard to see it, but in the snow, man, I tell you what, you can see some of the very lightest of footprints or animal tracks. So I just noticed them. But I think we've got enough stones. Let's come back to our little camp here, because I know that our buddy, yeah, when he chopped up some of these boards, he left some branches. So I'm going to grab those, and let's zoom out. And again, I'm trying to determine where to set some traps. Let's just zoom. We'll take one step away. Oh, those are his tracks right there. See them? Those are the human tracks. If I looked at those, that's what it would say. Yep, very fresh human tracks. We could hunt him. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. So what I was going to say is let's not get too far from our zone, our home zone, but I do need to chop down a tree here. And of course, that's just for the slender trunks. There we go. 3. That's perfect. All right, so now we've got to figure out exactly where we want to put ourselves, or put our traps, I should say. Okay, well, this is probably just as good a spot as any. In fact, there's some feathers laying on the ground, and there's a bird right here. So he's just flying into my view. So I'm going to actually grab some cranberries. Oh, great, we got another task fulfilled. Okay, good, good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll zoom in here so the bird's not in my view. There's a picked bush right there in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and order a light lever trap built right there. Boom. And now I'm going to go ahead and bait it with a little bit of the cranberries. All right, so hopefully the bird will step into it. Let's grab this. Now, I do need some meat, but birds are pretty negligible in terms of their meat quantity. So this is also hoping to get a little bit of leather and feathers too, because we're going to need to start eventually making some arrows. And of course, you need feathers for that. So what I like to do, I've got 3 slender trunks. I'm going to go ahead and bait this one with a bit more cranberry. So we got 2 now. I like to have them kind of all right next to each other. They don't have to be spread out to be effective. Let's see here. Of course, you can just set multiple locations. Just go through and trap a few different spots. There we go, fistful of cranberries, and we can back away from this spot. I'm going to zoom out. Boom, there we go. So now this area is trapped. You can see it's a couple paces from my shelter. So if we zoom back in now, you can see it marked by the little red circle. There we go. So that place is now trapped. And I'm going to have to do that probably in several more spots here just to hopefully maintain a nice steady flow of birds. Because like I said, it's small meat, but if we get enough, it might be enough to keep us in meat for a little while. So because I'm literally about to eat the very last piece of that elk cut. And if we look, let's check this pile. We got this pile right here. Not going to be ready for another 22 days. So from right now until we catch our first bird, we're going to have nothing to eat except maybe some mushy berries or something. But you know what? We've been there before. So if you guys have seen me in previous series, you'll know we can get past this. We've done it. We can do it again. And I think that's a good place to end today's episode. So I appreciate everybody for coming by. Real quick here, I just want to plug my Patreon account. If you guys want to help support me and my work here on YouTube and make my dream of becoming a full-time YouTuber possible, it'd be really great if you consider checking the description below for that Patreon link, and you can donate as little as $2 a month, guys. And I've got a ton of videos uploaded to that account as well. So I appreciate everybody out there. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one.